Hello everyone and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video we're headed to the world of potentially my new addiction, the 1.0 launch of Hellclock. This is a brand new isometric action RPG with roguelite elements. And let me just give you a quick little story. One, I wasn't planning on making this video, but I feel like I have to because I had so much fun streaming today. I streamed Hellclock for over 7.5 hours when I only planned on playing it for 4. And I was only going to play this game a day, and it looks like now I'm going to play it all week because I need to explore everything there is for Hellclock. So today I'm just going to give you some of the basics, my impression from just day one. But first, and huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video, Meze Audio. Now, I had the privilege of unboxing and using a pair of their 99 classics. And the first thing that I noticed is normally high-end headsets are literally all plastic. And when I opened up this bad boy, the first thing I noticed is it's made with real walnuts. They are actually using premium materials, believe it or not, inside of a premium headset. The 99 classics are designed for sustainability to create something you could really enjoy for years. My favorite feature is the self-adjustable headband. It is honestly laughable comparing these to my previous headset, and I'm going to be using the 99 classics moving forward on all content creation. Nice. The 99 classics also have an optional boom mic that gives pure natural audio. So whether you're using this for gaming or professional work, Meze's got you covered. Check out the first link in the description to save 25% off your 99 classics, and huge shout out to Meze for sponsoring today's video. We are now logged into Hellclock, and this is our hub. This is where we start and finish each run, whether you complete it or you die. And what we're going to do first is I'm going to show you all the tinkering of your character, how much character customization is in Hellclock for 1.0. Now, right off the bat, of course, your character has gear. And in here, you've got a weapon, 2 rings, shoulders, armor, helmet, belt, pants, boots, and gloves. And there are multiple tiers of this, multiple affixes, so you do have gear in this game. Of course, you got all your character stats that break down your character, and then you have your relics. These are unbelievably important. Think of them like charms, think of them like idols from last epoch. They have multiple tiers. You can level these up. They have multiple affixes that can roll on them, including affix ranges. This is how you transform your build from one thing or another, and how you update and change your skills. Very, very important is your relics. Over here, you have your skill book, and you unlock basic skills, Act 1 skills, Act 2 skills, and Act 3 skills. Currently 3 acts in the game. And again, we haven't beaten Act 3, and we've now played for over 9 hours. Also, you have your maximum skill level, so you can come in here and change the skill level, which does actually mean a lot. So for example, I'm currently using closed body. I actually don't want to level this skill because even though it makes it stronger, it gives it a bigger cooldown, and I don't want it to have a long cooldown. I want to use it as much as possible because inside of my relics, closed body recovers mana for me. So I use this as a way to recover my mana. There's lots of kind of ins and outs and things to figure out. If you come up here, you have your Great Bell. This is the passive tree for Hellclock. And in here, there's tons of character customization. I made my little my relic area bigger. I've made it so I can upgrade my skills to maximum level. I've taken every node that has mana on it, and we're in their conviction, which is their word for ward or energy shield. But ultimately, a lot of character customization in the Great Bell. On top of that, you have your constellations, which are right over here. This is something you unlock a little later, I believe Act 2. And if anybody's played Grim Dawn, you are mapping the stars. You gotta get to pick your starting location. I went into Critical Strike and went up this way. Actually, if I can go back, which I probably need to see if I could respec, I would go into Mana this way so I could trigger more skills. But nevertheless, in here, you also have tons of constellations that you are going to unlock as you play the game. I've already unlocked quite a few of them. I just went into this one. So you've got your constellations. You've got your skill book. You have your passives. You have your gear. And you have your relics. So there's a decent amount of character customization. Now, in true form, you also have your storage, where you put all the items that you find during your runs. So it's got inventory. And of course, you've got your vendor that sells things and just actually helps you gearing up your character. Now, if you're playing your little hub, this area descends into Act 1. If you run over here, this will take you to Act 2. And if you come over here all the way down, this takes you to Act 3. Now, I haven't unlocked the end game yet. Hopefully, I will do that on tomorrow's stream. So now that you got the tour, I'm going to give you 5 minutes of unedited gameplay. We're just going to jump into Act 2, and you can see how the game plays. We are currently on floor 1. Taunt, skill speed. And basically, you finish a level, you go to floor 2, floor 3, floor 4, and you keep going. The final boss is on floor 21. So 21 floors per act. And this build that I've come up with has, it's been a lot of fun. Basically, I make minions, and the minion, I make these little rosaries that spin around the minions. It's like a ton of little baby hammerdins is another way to look at it. Our minions also use our split shot to attack. So I've got a shot and the minions use it. So basically I've transferred all of my skins to my minions and then I just manage them. So we are now on floor 2. We've also got a little golem that is generating threat that keeps enemies off of me. Little treasure goblin here. Give me all that. You'll come across chests. Your character will level up. There's drops. I've already found an item. We want none of that. All right. We're on floor 3. This is the first little fight for survival, the first mini boss. And again, we will crush all of this. When I get all my little hammers, my rosaries spinning, it reminds me of interceptors from StarCraft. Ready? Watch this. And oh, we already killed him. And we leveled up. Look at them all. All right, floor 3 done. Moving on to floor 4. You could also find portals that let you skip farther. Basically jump floors. Mana cost. Look, portal. Floor 7. All right, we jumped 3 floors. Took us to the next little mini boss, which got crushed. Rosary. All right, floor 8. Now, I probably should have mentioned it because it's the name of the frickin' game. Top left, that is your Hellclock. And you can actually play the game on relaxed mode if you don't want the clock up there. We were making the joke that if you play that way, it's no longer Hellclock, you're just playing Hell. But a lot of people don't like the idea of being timed, so you can turn that off. But if you run out of time, your run is over. Let's redraw all those. Take damage. And we have found another portal to jump us farther ahead. Now we're on floor 10. It's been a quick run. We found 2 portals. Look at all those interceptors. Get out of here. And boss down. And your run continues. Let's jump forward to the Act 2 boss. And as you can see, we are pretty juiced up right now. I got my little interceptors going crazy. This Act 2 boss has 86,000 life. 7,000. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't kill me. And you, sir, are dead. Act 2 complete. Now, so far, the 1.0 launch has been pretty smooth, but I do have some asks and kind of wish list items for Hellclock, and it's mainly around quality of life. Now, the first thing I want to show you, all that gameplay you just saw, you are collecting items, you're collecting relics, and when you collect them, they don't actually show up on your person. Like, you don't have an inventory that you would see inside of a normal isometric action RPG. Where do all those items go? They are dropped inside of your storage. They just plop them right here. So if you don't look at it for a few runs, if you were, I had to reorganize my entire stash a different way because they just fall in there. And if there's too many, then they move over to the next page. Basically, storage quality of life, that there can be so much improved here. You could put a small inventory on your character for the run so that you can manually sort it instead of having to click these top tabs. Just like in Last Epoch or Path of Exile, you could put the tabs right here that are easily clickable, so that way you could see them all instead of not being able to see them up there. I know it's a little thing, makes a big difference. On top of that, inside of the passive tree, there's no search bar. At least nothing I see in here, which means if you are looking for life nodes, you literally gotta like, okay, the heart-looking symbol is life nodes. That one's life, that one's life, and you have to manually look at everything. Search bar for the passive tree. It would also be nice if you had a search, by the way, for your inventory. So if you're looking for fire, you could see exactly what relics you have that are fire. The last little thing is backtracking. A lot of times enemies are being killed behind me, and it does suck that the pickup radius is just a little too small, that I always have to run backwards to get the items to then run forward. And in a game when you are up against the clock, running into dead ends and having to backtrack just totally sucks. So the game has been very, very smooth. Only a couple of issues that they've already hot fixed, and mainly my main requests right now are around quality of life. One more thing I have to show you. The Hellclock devs have put out a roadmap, and I gotta say, this actually is a little odd. I do understand what they're doing, but most game developers don't do this. They put out a roadmap saying, hey, we know the game is launching or just launched, but we want you to know there's lots of content coming. So 1.0 release, July 22nd. You can go get the full game launch right now. It's a $20 game. And for the release, we got the full campaign, the Ascension Endgame 27 Constellations, and Play Ascension up to Hell 35. And again, I have not played the Endgame yet, just FYI. September update, free update, Clockmaker's Tools, crafting system, crafting currency, including corruption. Okay. November 25, there's two main updates still this year. November 2025, freedom to attack and move with all skills, new character animation system, all 52 constellations available. And Q1 2026, a paid expansion, Hellclock Cursed War. Act 4 of the campaign, new biomes, new monsters, new bosses, new skills, new relics, new cube crafting. And there's going to be a free update as well, so you're still going to get something new if you don't want to grab the paid expansion. And the fact that this is a $20 game, I would guess that the expansion will probably be $10. That is my guess, or they'll bundle them together or something like that. So I just wanted to put this out there that the game is so much fun. I'm hoping I could finish Act 3 and get into Endgame on tomorrow's stream. But yeah, there's a lot cooking for Hellclock, and I really like this game. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Is this a game you want to pick up? Does it look good? Do you think it needs a lot of work? Let me know your thoughts. Please like, share, and subscribe if you think I have earned it. We are 230 subscribers away from 100,000. We're knocking on the door. So if you think I've earned it, please consider subscribing. Check out my new website, actionrpg.com. It's kind of in its beta version right now, but every 10 days, the website's getting an update. I've got designers and engineers and a large team working on the website. It's going to be very cool when it's done. If it's ever done. actionrpg.com. Last but not least, check out the Discord, 5,300 members. We do game giveaways, merch giveaways, game nights, movie nights. All the subathon events are through Discord. It's a cool place to hang out if you love action RPGs. All right, I'm done. Hopefully you're entertained or at least learned something. Aaron, out.